So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go, check, go, check. Go.
Now it's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Going for it on 4th, Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Come 19, come 19.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And this is caught at the end. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line about the 1-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Taylor pushing his way into the end zone. Touchdown. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here we go.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Willis will look to throw it. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 30 yards there.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
A first down carry for Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Here's Willis. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A handoff, running left, Henry. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
From the 21, here's second down and 7. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know he's securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D. Has got to be priority 1.
They're going option play on third down. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on fourth. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. And the first play will be a field goal try. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on. The
Indy offense at the line and set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that. He's got a man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
On first down, Richardson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got room. Willis hits the turf, sliding down and picking up the first. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Drop 50, drop 60. Ready.
Henry running right. And now off to the races down the right side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the option, here's Henry. And room there to work it inside the 25. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Come off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll run here with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Richardson off the play fake. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They call it a loss of a yard there. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Hurt. 19 Lions. Go.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Gay's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're... The guy's man complete! Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Willis. Flush to his right. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
60 Eagles, 18, 5 here.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. He finds Hopkins complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Willis rushing into the line in a hurry here. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Coltsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Let's go now.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Warriors 70.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Now he's free at the 35. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we
Final
come to
adjustments taking
halftime,
place
and
in
what's
both
already
teams'
a
locker rooms.
two-touchdown
We're closing
game.
in on the second half.
As we
And
send
to bring
you
it your
down
way,
to
let's go back
Orlando, where
up to
Jonathan
Indianapolis
Coachman has our
and
EA
rejoin
Sports
Brandon and
halftime
Charles.
report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Great play to move the chains by Hopkins, who showed that he remains a great playmaker despite missing chunks of the last 2 seasons. Averaged almost 80 yards per game in 9 games last year.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
18 rattle. Nothing, 19. 70 Ranger.
3rd down, it's Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Come 19.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here we go, Jack.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Hey, check that. Ready?
On the counter, it's Taylor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Timberwolves.
First and 10, Taylor now. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run once more with Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 43, here's second down and 7.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On third down, here's Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Come on, come on. Hey! Hooker 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
First and 10, it's Willis. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On third down, it's Willis. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Going on fourth down, here's Willis. Buying time to his left. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Viking 18. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Street. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returning it is Moore. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Henry up the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Willis now off play action.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
Hey, last Bronco.
Willis now off of play action.
Out to his left.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way has made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive. And
this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Check smash, check smash.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Richardson looking to throw.
Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. He's got room at the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Gravity Lions. Here's alert, here's alert. Buffalo 18.
On 1st down, Richardson.
They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. Touchdown, Colts.
Jonathan Taylor
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Colts are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
They go play action with Willis.
Forced out to his left. get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it.
And my goodness, another interception. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
19 Tiger, Panther 11, Panther 11. Riggs. Hey, Crash. Ready, right?
2nd down, here's Richardson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Cup 19.
Richardson on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Okay, break.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Willis got to have this one.
And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Tokyo first down.
Willis wants to pass it again. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
Touchdown! Chris Moore, 38 yards.
And the Dragons are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And that cuts the lead to 24-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Play action. Now Richardson.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Now he's free at the 35.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now Shudak for the extra point.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to...
And that's caught inside the 35. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Set, hey. Cougar 19. Check smash. Check smash. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Throwing now is Richardson.
Steps away to his left. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't going like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, not about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Camp, it's half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cop that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I have to tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say, set page. Used to kick ball on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. These beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Got at your stack, gotta play